Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So you always want to start high on the higher time frame. The 1 hour. I consider the
Right.
1 hour the higher time frame. I'm trying to
Hmm.
see where is price currently at. You see what I'm saying? All right. So you see this one red candlestick to the left.
Right.
You see how like you can just see that it's sold all the way off.
Right.
So I consider that price dropped down to a discount market, to a discount price. So if price is at a discount on the 1 hour, you want to go straight down to the 1 minute, and this is what it's about to form. See how it's just, like going, it's ranging. It's finna create a range.
Right.
It's building up liquidity on both sides. You got sellers at the top, and you got early buyers at the bottom. If you know prices at a discount on the 1 hour and you on the 1 minute, it has to create a range, trap money. Then it's once it accumulate enough money on both trap money on both sides, it's going to manipulate the low. This is what we waiting for. It's
Right.
going to manipulate the low, take out the early buyers of the bottom of the range. Then it's going to show signs of reversal. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's going to show signs of reversal. So you see how price, it bought up. This going to be an engulfing candle. You see how it closed above this little short-term high?
Yeah.
Once it does that, that's that proof that big money got behind the move. And once it break market structure, now it's going to make higher highs and higher lows. That's what we predicting. You know, so that's like a trend change. Once price break that lower high right there, now it's showing signs of reversal.
Right.
And then if price left a gap on this leg when it broke this high, you got to ask yourself, did price leave a gap? If it left a gap, in this little blue box, the candlestick to the right when it opens up, it's gonna offer some kind of sellers into this gap. That's where you want to get your entry at on a smaller time frame. And you want to put your stop loss right below the low
Right.
for the candle that that did the manipulation. You want to put your stop loss right below the low, and you have to look left to get right. We are predicting the future. Where the money at? You got to ask yourself. If price is at a discount, we are expecting what?
Price to reverse.
Hmm.
Price to reverse to go
If
higher.
yeah, if price is at a discount, we we are yep, we are expecting higher prices. You see what I'm saying? So if price, if big money took out all the early buyers, now they finna take price to the top of the range, which is here. What is this right here? You see this big old gap?
Mm-hmm.
That gap got to get filled in the future. If we on the 1 minute at a discount, they wiping the board. You see what I'm saying? Big money they sold up here. They took their profit at a discount. Now they getting ready to, what I'm saying, accumulate, enough trap money on both sides for the next big move, which is that discount play now.
Right.
And they're gonna repeat this whole cycle over and over again. They're gonna fake us out, and then they're gonna get their entry somewhere down here. And then you're gonna see that proof because price gonna start running away. And it's gonna start running away, and then it's really gonna start running away with volume.
Right.
And you want to get your entries on the smaller time frames. We always get our entries on the 1 minute and on down. We just doing surgery. We starting up high on the 1 hour. We're doing surgery to see where can we get in on this discount play. And you want to get your entry after manipulation. So you letting this form up. You letting it build up. Once it manipulate this low, we waiting for that proof. Once it break market structure to the left, and if it left a gap on this price leg, sniper entry right here. soon as they offer some kind of sellers into this gap, stop loss below the low, look left to get right where the money at, and you want to target the sellers stop loss. Who in profit right now? Target they stop loss. Target they stop loss. So you see where we got our entry at? We're
Yep.
betting on price to go higher. Who who in profit? Sellers to the left on this downtrend. They in profit here, 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 and here. Trade to they stop loss. Cause that's what cause that's what big money's gonna do. They sold up here, they bought down here. You see what I'm saying? So these are the games that they play.
Right.
So this is the discount example. Let me do it like this so you can just see all these protective stop losses. Like all that is money. Stop losses, liquidity, all that is just money.
Right.
That's what you want to trade to. Trade to the money. Because that's what big money's gonna do. Price tells a story. It's our job to figure out where the money is. Where's price likely to go? But you always want to start at the 1 hour to help build that bias. You see what I'm saying? So this was the discount play. So you see how we bought low. See this 1 hour candle. So say this was Monday. You saw it. It sold off. It dropped down to a discount on the 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
and you dropped down to the 1 minute, and you waited for it. You know it's gonna. It had. It's gonna create a range. Let it range. Money on both sides. If it's at a discount, we want to see price manipulate the low first. Take these people out, the early buyers. We're waiting for that proof. You know what I'm saying? Once it break market structure, it's a little lower high right here. As soon as it trade back to the gap, get your entry, stop loss below the low, trade to the high, trade to the top of the range, trade to the money. You see what I'm saying? So that was Monday. All right. So say for example, it's Tuesday now. We bought up from right here. Now we're back on the 1 hour. It's a new day. So if you know prices at a premium, and you bought yesterday on Monday, on Tuesday, it's at a premium on the 1 hour, and you go drop down. If you know you at a premium, you know you ahead of everybody else in the world because they don't know where they at on the chart. That's very important, you know. So so that's the 1 hour. You drop down straight to the 1 minute, and on the 1 minute, you see has it's the same setup.
Yep.
You're
It's
just
just
doing surgery to like see where can you get in on that premium play. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we just flipped it upside down.
right.
So now prices is same thing. You see how it's accumulating ping ponging in this little range.
Mm-hmm.
It's building up that trap money. You got resistance at the top and you got support at the bottom. Trap money. Big money is not going to move price until there's enough trap money on both sides. If you know prices at a premium, this is what we're expecting. Price to see how it bought all the way up to the top of the range.
Yep.
See how I did that? That's
That's the
manipulation.
right.
This is what we're waiting for. So you have to let it create this range. We're waiting for manipulation. It's going to take out the top of the range. If it's at a premium, then it's going to show signs of reversal. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then as soon as you get that break of market structure right here, See that break of market structure right here?
Mhm.
Price to the right, close below this little short term low.
Yep.
And then on this, when it broke structure on this leg, you got to ask yourself, did price leave a gap? If it left a gap, now you want to get your entry.
Got it.
Sniper entry right there. Same thing like that you see at the low at the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing at the high. Let me do that. Stop loss right above the little, the manipulation high.
Mm-hmm.
Trade to the bottom of the range. So say for example, let me do it like this. See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's price. See all these lows?
Yep.
Trade to their stop loss. Because you got to think like big money. If they wiping the board, they bought down here. This is what we bought it. We trying to follow them because they the ones who move price. Now they getting they bought low when price get expensive. Now they accumulating orders to potentially sell it back down to wipe out all the buyers to the left.
Right.
You always have to look left to get right. Where the money at? Price is driven to those areas. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What gaps do you see? You got a gap on this whole 1 hour candle. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
These are all take profit areas. You see what I'm saying? That's where you want to trade to. Trade to everybody else stop loss. You had some questions about that?
Oh, you actually answered everything. I do actually have a question. What time?
I'll go ahead.
What time are we doing this?
What time for it?
To
All
get in the
right.
trade? Like,
So
do you get in
you
at
in.
9:30? Do you wait till 10?
All right. So you in New York. So I'm looking for these setups between 9:30 your time to
11?
lunchtime within that window.
Okay, that's where the most volume is. I remember you saying that.
Hmm. So every day from 9:30 to lunchtime, you want to look for these setups within that window, and that's when I catch my trades and I'm done. So say for example, you hit your goal, you make 300 on this trade, be done. Wait, come back tomorrow. You're gonna do the same thing. Go to the 1 hour, see where the 1 hour candles at, and you want to. So all I'm doing is like it's like saying if price is at a discount, I'm waiting for the reversal. You see what I'm saying? On the 1 minute,
Right.
same thing. If it's in an uptrend, I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the reversal. I'm waiting for the trend to end. That's all I'm saying. See what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the trend to end. But yeah, see how clean this is?
Yes.
And you see I ain't, no indicators, all that foolishness. I'm keeping it simple. Look left to get right where the money is. Start up high on the 1 hour. to see where its price currently at. That's where we get our direction. Once we get our direction, we're going to the smaller time frames, and we're gonna wait for it. That reversal. If we know it's at a discount, we're waiting for it on the 1 minute. You know that big money has to accumulate. You know, a lot of orders in a range, and then they're gonna take out the early buyers if it's at a discount, and then it's gonna trade. To the top of the range.
Mm-hmm.
The market moves in phases. You got accumulation, you got the markup, then you got distribution, then you got the markdown. So it's like all that's saying with the whole market cycle is saying that big money, it's like saying big money is saying buy low, sell high. When they buying low, they wiping out all the sellers to the left. If it's in a downtrend, when they buy low, they wiping out all the sellers to the left. See these dollar signs?
Right. They taking out all
They
the
wiping them out. When price get expensive,
Mhm.
now go ahead. What you say?
Now I said so they wiping out all the previous highs, and on the
When
other
price
side
get
the
to a premium, now they're gonna wipe out all the previous lows. Yep. So when price get expensive, they're gonna wipe out the premium. The early sellers at the top. Then they're gonna take price down to a cheaper price to wipe out all the early buyers to the left. That's chasing this move up. Because the name of the game is buy low and sell high.
right.
Everybody that they woke up late, they had their excuses. They woke up late. Uh, they see this big old red candle on the 1 hour. They be like, "Oh, this in a downtrend," and they gonna sell down here at a discount. So it's like saying, would you sell your house, your $100,000 house, for 25 cents to somebody that a random person? Would you do that?
I don't know.
You wouldn't do that, would it?
Hell no.
Hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because you're trying to make a profit, huh? Why would you
Right.
sell your house for 25 cents at a discount price? That's crazy, huh? You want to look at price action in that way.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
So when price is low, we're looking to buy where big money is. When price is high, we're looking to sell because big money can move to sell. But yeah, that's it right there. It's doing this all day, every day. But you have to wait for it though.
Okay. That's
You have
pretty
to wait for it.
un- it's understandable. So when we
Hmm.
get on the candles, that's where I
Yeah,
probably
I'm gonna
want to,
show you all.
now I mean,
I'm gonna show you all. It's the same. So don't worry about that. It's all the same.
all right, cool. That sounds good. So what time you plan on wanting to do this later?
Uh, let me see.